starting to head towards the end of our show, and before we end, I want to do two final things. And the first thing I'd like to introduce you to is a really great French CEO of a very hot new company that we've mentioned several times today, Luc L'Amour. Luc, would you come up here? Please welcome him. Luc.
Thank you, Marc.
Thank you. Many of you know Luc because he's also the founder of the conference, Le Web, and also he's the CEO of this great new company. So Luc, tell us a little about Seesmic.
Yes, Seesmic. Thank you, Marc, for having me.
You can talk in French, it's okay.
Should I talk in French?
Yes, of course.
Okay, that's going to be interesting. All right.
More
Merci,
or less.
Marc de Meur.
Thank you, Marc. Thank you for inviting me around the world with you. Seesmic, in fact, is an application, is a central application from which you can manage Twitter, Facebook, and now Salesforce Chatter. So the corporate uses are obvious. First of all, you can hear what people are saying about your brand in real time on the social networks, and that's vital. Today, you need to know what people are saying about your brand at all times. And so I've always wanted to know what's going on and what are people saying about Seesmic. Any 20 or 30 seconds, you know, people are talking about Seesmic. And so I wanted to be able to chat about that in-house with my teams. And so 6 months ago, Marc and I had a conversation about merging Chatter into Seesmic. So either it could be support. You know, for example, somebody gives you feedback about your product, or somebody criticizes your product, or they call your attention to a bug. Well, that means that you can treat it instantly in-house. And you can also generate a prospect. For example, we talked about the customer support. And all this happens on mobile devices because, you know, this is 24/7, you know, on the weekend, on Sunday. And so Seesmic is now available on 4 mobile devices: Android, iPhone, BlackBerry, Mac, PC, web. And
social app worldwide, as I was telling you yesterday.
Can we take a look at your phone and put it under the BioVision and show everyone how you're using that?
I could, yes.
Can we
Sure.
bring up the BioVision?
Et l'autre utilisation
And another very important use is, of course, for prospects. Let's imagine you're a car manufacturer. And here, okay, we have Chatter on my Nexus Android phone. So this is my company. I'm probably the smallest company here. We only have 55 employees. In any event, you know, we're based in San Francisco, in Europe. All right, so this is our booth that you'll be able to look at later. And we're also located in Asia. So this is Chatter, and here
Je dirige mon entreprise ici.
I can manage my company here. And the group is called Management. It's a private group. Only certain people have access to it. And then there are other groups that are listed according to their geographical location. I have my entire company here. I can see what Cédric Georgie is doing here. He's in the audience, and he's the Europe director of Seesmic. And what's even more interesting is that here I can transition from one social network to the other. So I can go from Chatter in my company, and I can move over to Facebook. So now I can see all my Facebook feeds, and I can manage my various Facebook pages. For example, a Seesmic's page. And finally, and this is the most interesting case, and I think you guys should all really follow this closely. Here I can do a Twitter search, and I can see what's being said about my brand on Twitter. So on the Twitter search, it's going to pull up any mentions made of your company, and it's going to be filtered. So this is live. You know, my connection is a bit slow, and then it's going to be filtered.
As well that we've been showing on the Dell Streak, is that right?
Yes, we have it also on the Dell Streak and also on Honeycomb.
Yes, and this is Dell's new 7-inch tablet, which is very nice.
Yeah, I've not even seen it myself.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then
but
a 10-inch
yes,
tablet.
Works.
You can really see the power of the environment.
Yes,
yeah.
And what's incredible is what John was saying is that we've been able to create, thanks to the Salesforce platform, we've been able to integrate Chatter into Windows Phone 7 in 4 weeks.
Yeah, I want to show you how I've been using Chatter. You know that we've been on the road now. We've been going all over the world. And you know, one of the things that's happened for me, and this is my tablet that I've been carrying around. It's a new one. It's an iPad 2 that I've been testing for my own company. And I move between them. I've got my Streak here. I've also have one of those Dell phones. I've got an iPad. this is actually my feed, so you can see everything going on in my business. This is all of my employees are talking to me. Of course, I have employees in Japan. I can, get information on that. I can find out more details on this employee in Japan. We were just in Japan together, and you probably remember Matsuda-san here.
Yes,
and
of course.
we can see everything going on in his feed. They've been extremely busy, unfortunately, and they've been collaborating, not in the office. They've had to move home, but everything going on in their Japanese operations are right here, and you can see that he's working on a series of customer service issues. And in regards to every one of these cases that he's resolving, we can touch that case and we can get an update on the case right out of our customer service and call center, find out everything that's going on with that case in the call center and the contact center.
It completely eliminates distances. We also have one employee in Tokyo now, since you have so many customers there. They also need help for Seesmic there. And I could see what was happening from our employee, Nobuya-san, on Chatter live. And it was amazing to see the entire company starting to ask him questions, which wouldn't have happened outside. We wouldn't have done it on Twitter.
Right.
But on Chatter, it was within the company.
Yeah, that's what we see happening in our own company. I mean, for me, in a few strokes of my hand, I can get an update on the whole company. Also, I was just visiting with the CEO of Toyota, and so I put together this whole group to actually manage everything going on with that visit. So all of our executives in Japan and in San Francisco, and even those in Europe, were all involved in that visit, and then I could actually see all of the files, the documents. Here's even a photograph of me with him. And in fact, I was just in Germany working on something with BMW, and here's this group of everything that we were doing. And if you go through the group, you can see, here's even the slides that I put together, for the presentation. And then, if I want to preview those slides, I can just open it up.
That's cool.
And I think that that's the power of this collaborative technology. It's not just my service applications like I saw, or my sales technology. It's working together. It's getting everyone in the company working together. And I think what I love about Seesmic is that it extends it to all these new devices. And that's where I think we're going. Where the future is going, I'm not sure. And I mean, I've never seen the level of innovation and excitement. And where we're living in San Francisco, the new companies that are sprouting out, it's just awesome.
Cars are a great example because you have so many people talking about, I want to buy a new car. J'aimerais acheter ma prochaine voiture sur Twitter ou sur Facebook. And you can now answer. So if you're a salesperson,
I'd like to buy my new car through Twitter or Facebook. So if you're a sales rep, you can...
car manufacturers.
It's amazing. Let's see, the car is going to be talking to me back into the social network.
I'd like that too. What's amazing is you let startups like me actually integrate completely, even compete somehow, right? And you give us the entire Salesforce experience.
That's our opportunity. Well, we're delighted. Thank you, Luc,
Thank you
for
very
being
much.
here.
You should try.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you. You should try Seesmic.
Et on va passer donc à